Hi guys, Bolton here again. This time I'm in Nightingale. It's quite a beautiful game. I absolutely love the graphics of this game. I'm currently in my home realm. The idea is that you have lots of different realms that the Fae travel between, and we found the way of moving between them using portals. This is where my home is. It's a fairly safe place and nice resources. Lets me build things up like my little base here, which I've not quite finished yet, as you can see. I have my umbrella so I can jump up and glide down and round, which is a great comfort to me in many places, because some places you simply have to use that. I've also got my climbing picks, which don't just let me climb up the side of mountains. If I use them right, I can pull myself up. It is stamina based. Once the stamina runs out, well, that's it, I'm done really. So you can switch between them. I've got various weapons, from a rifle, which you can zoom in and fire quite well, to you can use the axe as a weapon. You can use, I quite like using the scythe. There are more specific weapons you can make, but I find that works quite well for me. So this Elsa is my companion, and you can get them to follow you. They'll help you in fights, set the behaviour, whether they attack, revive you, whether they use potions. They will harvest, do all sorts of things. They'll also fuel structures. So if you've got your stove running and it needs some wood, they'll put that in. And if there's something you've not finished building and they have resources, they'll finish it or repair it. So they're quite useful. I won't say they never get confused, but they do pretty well really. So you've got a scroll wheel where you can go around and do things like speak to Elsie, set behaviour, stand still, all that. It's quite like Conan in many ways. It seems to have taken some of the things I like from various games. So from Enshrouded, you've got the glider and the grappling hooks, because as I say, if you use it right, which I haven't been playing much lately, so excuse me if I mess things up a bit, but like that, you can pull yourself up, and that is so useful sometimes. You can gather seeds from various places and grow them. You can build your own bases. That's actually quite familiar from Enshrouded, the thing there. There's different levels of workbench, so that's an excellent workbench at tier 3. Through here there's a refined workbench, which is tier 2. You can build better things in it, higher level stuff. You've got storage, and it's quite nice because you can name the storage. So I have metal products in that. That's got nothing in. Cooked food, wood products, stone products. Didn't mean to hit it. Hide products. So it's quite easy to organise things. So all my raw materials I put in these. And then when I process them, I'll put them either in here if they're for arcane stuff, or over there for the more physical items. Now, let me just show you the basic thing. Fighting is like fighting in everything else, Conan and Enshrouded, it's all the same. Where this is different is that when you go to a new realm, it's procedurally generated for you, but you can preserve it. This is my own portal. native portals out of the land. But this is one I built myself. I can build several little ones, and it will keep my link to another realm open. The realms have different levels and different types, so I can go through to a higher level forest realm, or a marsh realm, or a desert realm, and they have names like antiquarian, abeyance, but basically it's just saying what the level of it is. I'm not going to even try and go through all the lore in this little walkthrough. What I will do is I'll take you through to the realm and show you what a different realm looks like. This is one that I've done some stuff in already, but as I said, I'm not after showing you a big fighting session or teach you anything about it. I'm just trying to show you what it's like when you're actually playing the game, just so you can see if it's something that would interest you. You have all sorts of ways to develop, in that you learn recipes for cooking things. So let me this is an antiquarian swamp card, for example. You can have an astrolabe swamp, you can have antiquarian forests. That's what I mean about the different levels. For your progression, you can learn how to make new items and better items, always improving your gear. And the big thing is your actual gear score, which is the number at the top left of these. Anyway, here we are in another realm, and it's quite beautiful. A lot of what you're doing when you're going around these realms is resource gathering. So I'll use my axe and I'll chop this wood and then gather it. There might be things in this realm that just simply don't exist in my own, and there's other things that are fairly standard. Now I've set a marker. You can do this with a map. If you bring up a map, you can, oops, excuse me, there's something happening over there. Oh, we've got a beastie. Okay, let's show you how. Right. Those are resources that I'm picking up there. Oops, where am I? We've got one round to it. It's awful when it's dark. But as you can see, my helper's quite useful. Else is brilliant. So we've actually killed them somehow. It's a miracle that we can't use them. Looks like there's something over here as well. Oh, look at that, we've got a beastie. Now, it doesn't seem to instantly hate me, which is nice. But I could attack it and harvest its organs for toothpicks or whatever I choose to use it for. It really is quite beautiful. There are some huge beasts in some of these lands. Now, you've got buildings that you can go and explore, and I'm just going to go into this cave, which is just up here. That's quite an interesting structure. There are lots of puzzle areas where you have to solve puzzles by climbing or just working things out, really. Now, rather than my umbrella, which does the gliding, I can go for a light if I want. I'm not going to be gliding much in here, so it does sort of make sense. Now, there are various items. You can see that there's a cross below the pickaxe saying it's level 50. I'd need to get my pickaxe to level 50 to do that. You can use the pickaxe as a weapon. In things like Enshrouded, it's rubbish as a weapon. It's actually quite good in this. I'm trying to see an area where I can collect mushrooms here, which is good. There will be some things that I can mine in here and some things that I can't. It's like that's level 50. I believe this is level 25. And let me just see. I'm on my pickaxe is level 64, but it's not up to doing that, so I'd have to work out what I'm doing wrong there. I'm sure I've got something confused, but I need a higher level things like that is some gems. And Elsie has been picking them up for me. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at your memory, your inventory rather. So I want them. Those are the things I spend to progress and learn more recipes. So I want them. It seems that we've got sulphur, and she's picked it all up for me, which is great because she doesn't get encumbered, whereas I do. Wherever you are, no matter what you're doing, when someone shouts time for dinner and you need to get out of here quickly, you can go to the map, you can say travel to respite, and you will go back to your base. It's a great game. It has all the elements of building, survival, exploration. For me, there's a few too many jump puzzles in there. It's a bit too platformy for me in that regard, and some of them are quite tricky, but that's also true of other games I love like Enshrouded. So I can't really come up with any negatives on it so far, and it seems to be getting better and better with each update. All is ready. We are back at our base, and there we go. So you can always return. Now, I've chopped down all these trees to build things. They don't tend to come back, so you do need to move further afield to get your supplies sometimes. But it's a big world, and you can always open up a new realm, and you have all its resources there. Anyway, this is my character Jinx, and this is Vaulting out.